Yo, 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 the Zoa Show is back in the building. What up, what up, what up, what up? I need everybody to hit the like button. Can everybody hit that like button for your brother, Zoe Williams? The Zoe Up Morning Show. You know what it is. Now, let me do this. It's commonplace. It's commonplace that we do this community empowerment segment, right? But there's something about these He Is Risen, these RZNs. So you get people to say, oh, the green ones don't work. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Let me explain something to you. They work. But a lot of y'all got fat, cholesterol, bean paste, and food cement in your arteries. So it's going to take a minute for something healthy to penetrate the maple syrup IV y'all been walking around with. Okay? There was a brother at the cigar lounge. He was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Then a couple of days later, ooh, yeah, it had to cut through the pudding in your system. A lot of y'all got pudding in your arteries. Now listen, I tell people the pills work better if you get a detox. Many people need to detox. So you know what Dr. Russell did? He went and made some stronger ones. These are the red pills. Normally they're green. These are the red ones. Oh, and guess what? He made them the exact same price as the green ones. Right? He made them the exact same price as the green ones just because he wanted you guys to have the experience. I'm telling you right now, these are better than Blue Chew. These are better than the blue pill, the yellow pill, whatever pill you on. These reasons are better. All natural, healthy, no side effects, no headaches, no nasal stoppage, none of that. But some people are like, yo, I don't feel nothing. Do you know how many quarter pounders with cheese? Do you know how much fat sauce is in your body right now? This is going to take a minute to cut through. Somebody said tax day asked for the red ones more, Doc. Hey, I'm just telling you right now. Doc is like, hey, I want people to have the experience. These are the red pills right here. A lot of y'all got Velveeta pumping through your body. These are the red pills, man. RZN. All you got to do is go to my website, Mr. Zoe What? Mr. Zoe. And this is it. This is the final bag of these. It's about 30 of them in here. All right. It's about 30 orders. Can we get all 30 to go today? All right. Now, again, they're very powerful. One brother was like, oh man, it just came on like real clean. I didn't have a headache. I told y'all, this is the real deal. Created by legendary herbologist and detox specialist, Dr. Russell Harrison. All right. If you need a detox, I would suggest phase 1, phase 2. I've done phase 3 5, 6 times. If you need a detox, go to russellherbals.com. The cleaner your system, the better these will work. Green, red, right? Or black. He got black pills too. He got red, black, and green. Did y'all know this? You know, people, there's a brother who reaches out to me from the Midwest, be like, yo, the green ones, man, I don't know. What I know is Waffle House. That's, y'all know y'all on Waffle House. Listen, if there's gravy and syrup on the same plate, these pills gonna struggle, man. Gravy and syrup and butter on the same plate, these pills gonna struggle. Any pill gonna struggle. Now, I'm just gonna say it for the last time. When you get them, people are like, how do you take them? How do you take them? There's only 10 in a bottle. Okay? It's only 10 in a bottle. Just take it one a day. One a day. Right? Get it in your system. It takes a minute to cut through the Denny's grease, the KFC crust around your satchel. Okay? Takes a minute to cut through. And when's the last time somebody had something healthy in their body? First off, your body got to stop attacking it. It's healthy. They're like, what the fuck is that? So I'm just telling you, if you on the Bojangles menu, it's gonna take a minute for these to come all the way through. All right? Give yourself a little time. 10 in a bottle, one a day, get it in your system. That's how it works. He is risen, available at MrZoWhat.com. 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 Now, for every bottle of He is Risen, because you know He is Risen is created by Dr. Russell Harrison and his nephew, Alan. And they put this together exclusively for the So What show. Can't get it nowhere else. You can't even go to Dr. Russell and get it. These blends are exclusively for the So What show. So, with that being said, I got to split the proceeds of this 3 ways. And I love selling out and going back and saying, Doc, we need some more. Alan, we need some more. They're going to get them to us. Now, here's the thing, though. Did you know that Bud Crawford was on Dr. Russell's detox? RussellHerbals.com. When he put the monkey paw on Errol Spence, he was on Dr. Russell's detox, and he was on it for 8 weeks. And his training camp was like, yo, we never seen him this clean, this strong, this. Yeah, that's Dr. Russell. That's who created these He is Risen pills. Now, unless you guys want me to lose my house, I'm going to need y'all to not only support the dick pills, the swipe pills, I'm going to need y'all to support my work. Every time you buy my books, I get the proceeds. I get all of the monies. Please go to my website, MrZoWhat.com, and support my works like you do the pipe pills. Look at your life. It's full of biscuits and gravy and butter and pipe pills. Where's the mind? Huh? Don't you want the relationship to work? Huh? Don't you want to bring some closure to that wound with you and your mama or your father? I got the books that could do just that. The pipe pill is great. Let's sell out today. I only have 30 bottles left. There's only 30 bottles left. I'm asking all my faithful fans to bundle He is risen with one of my books. All right? Bundle, he is risen with one of my books. Miss AKA says, good luck with that, Zoe. Many people have done it in the past. I'm asking y'all to do it today. Bundle a book with He is Risen. All right? They're available at the same website. The Shrouded Lighthouse is my latest book. It came out in 2021. The Holographic Relationship is my 2019 book. And of course, my book, The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. That book, pardon me, just dropped my wave brush. That book is exclusively available on Amazon.com. Please go there, support. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Now, remember this. At the bottom of the chat, there's a little $sign. When we start getting into today's topic, I want you guys to hit that $sign to show your support for this channel. Please continue to support this channel. Please continue to support my works. Now, Total Package Energy. We've been working with Total Package Energy for literally 8 or 9 years. Please continue to support their brand. Please continue to support Total Package Energy, the energy drink, the vitamin C shot, the B shot, and of course, they have a pea protein, vegetable protein, 20 grams of protein. You put it in your shakes, you should be good. All right. Black-owned business out of the Bay Area, Oakland, California. Also, let's transition over to Beal Sauce. Beal Sauce, if it ain't real, it ain't Beal. Black-owned business out of Sacramento. 3 different levels of heat. Schmuckatelli, no heat. Sergeant Sauce has heat. But then Gunny Fire got heat. So continue to support these businesses. Go to, of course, BealSauce.com, TotalPackageEnergy.com. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Everybody hit the like button. We got lurkers and lovers in here. Can everybody hit the like button? It's free to do so. Please continue to do that. And then also I want to promote Shepherd's Sweets. Confectionery Delight Company, cakes, cookies, candies for all types of special events, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, whatever day is special for you. Go there right now, support their brand, shepherdsweets.com. And don't forget, the red pill. It's a whole red pill movement going on, ain't it? This ain't that. All right, we only got 30 of these left. All right, I want everybody to jump in, support. And if you can, pick up a book along with your swipe maintenance. All right, everybody hit that like button. Everybody hit that super chat button. Don't let the likes lag. We like to have as many likes as we have people. Now, Brother Francisco, do you have that Kool Moe Dee clip? I got to play it. Let's just play it when you get it, because I want to know y'all opinion. It's a lot going on, and I want to know your thoughts on this. Mo D said something pretty powerful, man. Let's hear what he had to say.
When Public Enemy, and I remember this vividly, my album was called Knowledge is King. It's going into a whole spiritual space about knowledge and being intelligent. KRS-One was saying Jesus was black. And Public Enemy was saying it takes a nation of millions to hold us back. That's all 88, 89. By the time we got to 90, the powers that be said this black conscious movement is moving without radio play. It's moving completely underground, and there's an underground subculture of positive, pro-black, intelligent people. We cannot have this movement happening. So the unfortunate part for gangster, quote-unquote gangster rap was they started to handpick what they were going to play. And this is the part that you know. They went from not playing rap because they said it was too edgy and not melodic enough to playing the most profane rap and beeping the curses out. That's how bad they wanted to get that content on the radio. There's nothing on the radio that hasn't been paid for. So that was an investment.
We get paid to rap about that stuff. They actually pay us more when we rap about more ignorant stuff.
So the part that we're really underestimating is if you had PE over here and you had Biggie over here, we're going to say we're going to put more money in the Biggie because we understand his content. And this is back to freedom of speech without questions. I love a lot of what Biggie did. I love a lot of what NWA did, but they started to make us one-dimensional. So instead of seeing that there was the Black Panther and the Mac, they started only showing the Mac.
Back in the 60s, our brothers and sisters were hanged. How could you gangbang? I never ever ran from the Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man, cause that's self-destruction.
When Public Enemy, and I remember this vividly, my album was called Knowledge is King. It's going into a whole spiritual
All right, y'all
space.
tell me. Does Kumo D have a point? Who is the girl that said the coochie is pink, but the booty hole is brown? Okay, so we're in a whole different universe right now. I remember booty hole, when I was growing up, booty hole was a taboo word. That was a word, when you heard booty hole, you felt a certain kind of, what? To me, the word booty hole was more taboo than the word asshole. Because booty hole sounded intimate, like, don't touch my booty hole now. Booty hole is in a record, man. I'm just trying to figure it out. Hip hop used to be fun. It used to be creative. I remember there was no biting. You can't sound like nobody else. You got to have your own style. You got to come with your own lyrics. You better not. All that is on the table now. All of it's on the table. Do you understand? Does Mo D have a point? Listen, I was raised on the West Coast, man. I loved NWA. You crazy? Loved it. But I also understand what he's saying. Once you put gang banging on wax, because really that's what opened up gang banging on wax. They said, oh, if NWA can do it, we gonna do it. Gang banging on wax. You had Crips and Bloods. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to understand something about music. It's a vehicle. It's a vehicle for inspiration. It's a vehicle for motivation. It's a vehicle for envy. It's a vehicle for destruction. Right? And I remember 88. I was a junior in high school, 88. Do you know Public Enemy? In the Public Enemy record, that was the first time I ever heard the minister's voice. They were putting the minister and Jesse Jackson, and I'm not saying, listen, you can have your beef with these people if you want. But I'm just saying, I never heard Black America or Black excellence be put in records. You know, I knew dudes who were dope dealing who felt a kind of way when they heard the minister on that Nation of Millions album. You dope pusher, using your fame as a DJ to sell drugs, Terminator, go off. We was like, what the fuck? That's in the record. What? How long you gonna think we gonna allow you to get away with this? On the record, we was like, what the? And you know, Farrakhan has an electricity in his, in his rhetorical presentation, his or what they say, his oratorical presentation, man. He there's an electricity around the minister. And you add that to the newness of hip hop. Come on, man. So Mo D is pointing out that the consciousness of the community, remember when conscious rap was selling, because remember Public Enemy was selling millions of records and going on tour all over the world. When they were doing that, you had the Black medallions. You had the Africa medallions. You had the native tongues. Everybody had the little the little chew sticks. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we was hip hop. It was like, what's happening? Mo says my album came out. Knowledge is King. I was talking about knowledge. Man, you better go back and listen to that Knowledge is King record. My rhyme makes a weak mind anorexic. You can't hang without slang, so eject it. It was on another level, man. It was on another level. My rhyme makes a weak mind anorexic. You can't hang without slang, so eject it. Ugh. That's Cool Mo D. That's Knowledge is King. He was talking about knowledge. KRS was saying, yo, Jesus and all them people in the Bible were black. Why is that? That was the album, the blueprint. This is all happening in 88. He said by the time 90 hit, we get ushered in with a whole new style. And no disrespect, my West Coast brothers put in their work. To me, one of the biggest heartbreaks in West Coast hip hop history is the DOC. Because that first DOC album was extraordinary. And that first DOC album could have changed everything if he would have been allowed to set up the second one. Because everybody knows that second album is the one. Because remember, the first Public Enemy album was Yo Bum Rush the Show. And they were so different then, it was still kind of like, ooh, okay, not quite yet. But then, what? It takes a nation of millions to hold us back? That's when the album was crazy. That's when Public Enemy was officially on deck. You understand what I'm saying? My homeboy Jawi Sola is calling. I'm about to tell him right now. What up, bro? I'm on the air. Hey, if y'all haven't reached out to my homeboy Jawi Sola in Nigeria, now is the time to do so. I want you guys to support this brother. Do you have Jawi Sola's picture? My Nigerian brother and his number. I want you guys to put it up there. Because what he wants to, listen, he's got something special for y'all. All right? He wants to, listen, that's him. He wants to talk about what is a spiritual husband or wife. Right? Now, he talking about in Ifa, Isheshe, right? Or other spiritual traditions that are related to them. A spiritual husband or wife is referred to as Oko Oran or Iyawo Orun. It is believed to be a spiritual entity that connects with individuals in their dreams or visions. What he's trying to say is a spiritual husband or wife can affect your current relationship. I'm telling y'all better get with him. Put his number up. You got his number? Put his information up there. They already in the chat. Now, I will say this. My brothers in Africa, my brother Jawi Sola, y'all got to find a way for your American brothers and sisters to be able to pay you. An easier way. It's really hard to pay them. Attila Phillips, do you struggle paying them? See, me and him just talked about this. I'm telling you. He's saying there's people, and this, to me, this ties all into the multiverse. None of this stuff is new. This ties all into, generational curses, past lives lived. He's saying people that you have experienced in other lives and other situations can still affect your current relationship. Random arguments. He was trying to call you. He was trying to call you one night. He was trying to call me one night. Oh, to get me on the phone? Boy, I go to sleep. That's another thing. Jawi Sola will call you at 3, 4 p.m. Because he in Nigeria. He think his morning, everybody morning. No. So I'm going to tell you right now. Yo, this brother right here, when it comes to Ifa, when it comes to divination, this friend of mine, I like this brother. He's a good brother. He's family to me. I love this brother. Y'all need to support his work. Is his number up there? Can I get everybody in the chat room to put up Jawi's information? Can y'all put his information up there? And everybody in the chat room see it? Because my engineer is trying to do it. Yo, we had Sarah. Hey, listen to this. He says, effects of spiritual husband slash wife and how to overcome them. In the Yoruba tradition, it is believed that a spiritual husband or wife can cause various effects on someone's life. These effects can include disturbances in relationships, difficulties in marriage, or even finding a partner, fertility challenges, setbacks in life, and even health issues. It is important to seek guidance from a spiritual practitioner to address these concerns and find remedies to specific situations. Yo, Jawi Sola is the guy, man. Solid brother, man. Love the fact that, hey, when he call you, everybody praying. There's a whole village of people praying, and I love that. It's a whole town of people praying. You know, I love it. So y'all continue to support Jawi Sola. Hey, Mickle Ford, we appreciate that. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Thanks. Now, back to the Modi. Listen, what's your name, brother, again? Francisco. Be honest, man. Y'all hip hop is strange right now. Am I lying? Can we be honest? I mean, but for your generation, y'all, it makes sense for y'all, right? What does that mean? Let me ask this question. What makes, because I don't know the young girl. What's her name? Somebody red? The booty hole is brown. What makes that even like what style of music is that? Like what is that? Is that city girls, hot girl? Like what is that? I don't know what to call it. So in a lot of ways, brother, we have unleashed strip club culture on the masses in the same way we released gang culture. Gang culture for the 90s, gangster rap, all of that. Because gangster rap has been the dominant music since the 80s. Somebody said STD girls. Wow. Cardi B clone music. Wow. Wow. It's really that bad, ain't it? Everybody hit the like button. And I'm telling you right now, YouTube is suppressing views. I need y'all to understand that. YouTube is suppressing views. My last show that we did over KBLA Talk 1580, we were talking about Tyler Perry and all of his stuff. And when we got off the air, we were at 1,400 views. And over the weekend, it got up to 1,700 views. Now it's down to 700 views. So YouTube is messing with the numbers, right? A lot of people are not getting their notifications. This channel has been here since 2013. We got 72,000 subscribers. So that's why it's important that you hit the like button. That's why it's important that you hit the like button and you support the channel. The people that are hitting the super chat, who is that? Teron Johnson? Thank you, sir. Mickle Ford, thank you, thank you, thank you. We need the support because if y'all don't do it, the channel, I promise you, it's going to go away. It's not going to stay. Because again, they're slowly trying to cut down on what we do here because they know Zoe Williams ain't gonna pull no punches. Just like Kool Mo D, right? Just like Kool Mo D was talking about how hip hop, conscious hip hop, was getting squashed by the industry because they wanted to push a negative narrative. Speaking of the person who talked about them pushing a negative narrative, for years, y'all saw floating around the internet a brother by the name of Krayzie Bone, a guy that I've worked with at Dash Radio, had a radio station, a radio show at Dash Radio. I had my own station at Dash Radio called VOR Radio. Brother Krayzie Bone is fighting for his life right now. But y'all remember that video he put out about the secret meeting of executives? Y'all remember that? Brother Krayzie Bone is in a LA hospital right now fighting for his life. All right? The brother's struggling. You know why? They say he suffers from sarcoidosis. Let's read it. I got it. Krayzie Bone of Bone Thugs and Harmony reportedly fighting for his life at a LA hospital. Krayzie Bone of Bone Thugs and Harmony is reportedly in the hospital fighting for his life. According to inside sources, Krayzie Bone checked himself into a Los Angeles area hospital on Friday, September 22nd, after he started coughing up large amounts of blood. Krayzie suffers from sarcoidosis, an inflammatory disease. You guys remember that's the disease that took the life of Bernie Mac. An inflammatory disease in which the immune system overreacts, causing groups of cells to form clusters of inflamed tissues called granulomas in one or more organs of the body. After Krayzie Bone underwent a CAT scan, doctors discovered an artery was leaking inside one of his lungs. He underwent immediate surgery, but the bleeding didn't stop. As of Sunday, September 23rd, Cray is purportedly on a breathing machine and sedated. Busy Bone took to his Instagram stories with the simple message, pray for Cray. He added, can't sleep. Sometimes you just got to pray. Sources added he quit smoking a few months ago, which seemed to signal something was awry. The troubling news is starting to spread on Twitter, with many sending their good energy towards Krayzie Bone. Krayzie is a cool cat. I knew him pretty well, or not pretty well, a little bit, over at Dash Radio. And he had a show over there, and it was a pretty popular show, as a matter of fact. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. But remember the video he came out with? Do y'all remember the video when he talked about the industry and the executives having those meetings about changing the narrative? Listen, music is programming. That's, like I said, music is a vehicle. It can convey thoughts. It can convey ideas, inspiration, motivation, insight. It also can convey poison, sickness, death. When you saw Tupac and Biggie, Illuminati, ready to die, life after death. Listen, spoken word, you have to understand, hip hop is the reincarnation of what we did as African. As the African, remember, oral transition, griots. You understand? We used to speak the word. The European and the Asian, they wanted to write everything down and chronicle everything. We spoke it, and we spoke it until the generations below us remembered it. It's an oral tradition. You have to say allegedly, Zoe, or else they may come after you. Allegedly. Alleged. Words are spells. Words are spells. You under dig? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting pulled into other conversations. But, hey, man, prayers and blessings out for that brother, man. Prayers and blessings out for that brother. I hope he pulls through. I really do. I hope he pulls through. Back to hip hop. This ain't gonna be no long show. I need everybody to support He Is Risen. We got 30 bottles. Listen, He Is Risen. Wednesdays are my new mailing days. Let's get all of these gone. Let me see if anybody has touched it. Those are the red pills, a little bit stronger than the green pills, but you still got to get the pudding out your system. Right? All right, I see y'all. Y'all coming in. The orders are coming in. You better get them now because the red pills ain't gonna always be here. We're gonna go back to the green pills. All right? Red pills are not gonna always be here. So if you want these, you better get to getting now. Okay? And then don't forget, buy a book, support a book. The proceeds of this book goes directly into my pocket. You guys want to see your brother win? You guys want to see your brother do well? Go to zowhat.com, MrZowhat.com, and order one of these two books. These books I have in my possession at my home. I can package them up, ship them out to you with the quickness. Do it now. Go to my website, MrZowhat.com, and support, as well as get these. I see the other folks. I got some regulars buying them now. All right. Speaking of hip hop, is this a real story? I don't know if this is real. So I'm going to say this is alleged too. All these stories are alleged. Watch Joe Biden forget rapper LL Cool J's name and calls him boy. Notably, LL Cool J and MC Lyte received Phoenix Awards for their musical contributions at the annual ceremony in Washington, D.C. Gaffe-prone U.S. President Joe Biden on Saturday made another blunder when he called popular rapper LL Cool J a boy after mispronouncing his name during the Congressional Black Caucus. According to the New York Post, LL Cool J's, whose birth name is James Todd Smith, and MC Lyte received Phoenix Awards for their musical contributions at the annual ceremony in Washington, D.C. Two of the great artists of our time, representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip hop in America, LL Cool J, he said in his speech. By the way, that boy, that man, got biceps bigger than my thighs, Mr. Biden added. The president, however, quickly corrected himself. We even got the little clip here. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. That boy, Cool J, he's a boy. You just a boy. You ought not act like that. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can get this to play. I can't get it to play. He called him a boy, though. Oh, wait a minute. I might be good. I don't know what that was. Yeah, that was some sexy red. Let's see if we can get it going. Did you find it, Francisco? Old white man, man. Zoe and LL Cool J heads both look like a shark fin. And this is coming from a man. Men should not speak on other men's head. Just let that marinate for a second. You talking about another man's head? All right. Francisco, you got it? Lurkers be lurking. You know, Zoe and LL got the same head. That shit is hella sus, in my opinion. I mean, I bet I didn't challenge him like he did Jamie. It's a song by LL Cool J, bro. You ain't say that to Freeze. Yes, I did. What the fuck you know? Goofy motherfucker. Weird ass dude. And I do know the record. I probably know the record better than you. I'm not. My girl loves rubbing my head. Wait, hold on. Don't be sensitive about your head, Zoe. Let us talk about it, please. You're a dude talking about another dude's head. Doesn't that bother you in the least bit? All right, go ahead. Play it.
The CBC members, staff in the room here include those who serve across my administration, like Secretary of Housing and Urban Affairs, great Marcia Fudge, who's joined by several other cabinet members. Tonight's awardees, Hakeem Jeffries, a leader with integrity and courage. Courage. And Karen Bass, a visionary mayor and does whatever she says she's going to do. And Karine Jean-Pierre, my press secretary. No wonder I'm doing okay. And Justin Jones, a new voice who gives us hope for the future, Justin. And two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LL Cool J. By the way, that man's got biceps bigger than my thighs. I think he's... And MC Light, both of you, thank you. Because you both have the light off on the mic, you know you're all here to listen to new editions. Mike Bivens, 40 years producing music that lifts our souls. The CBC members,
No disrespect, but he's running again.
Across my administration.
He's running for president again. Let me ask you a question. That boy's got biceps bigger than my thighs. What is happening? Yeah. That's what's happening. And he's running again. Listen, when you start slurring when you talk because of old age, to me, that means something. To me. Now, we done seen him shake hands with ghosts. We done seen him turn over his... We ain't seen a lot. We ain't seen a lot of things go down. Why do old white men? We done seen another white man. Was Mitch McConnell? He rich than a motherfucker because of slaves. His family had slaves. It came out. His family had slaves. Motherfucker, old as hell. Start talking the next day. And because I want to. Not blinking, just. Well, there's a reason why there's. First off, there's a gap in. Didn't freeze once, froze twice. You understand? I'm just saying, man, like, God damn. There's nobody else more qualified. That boy LL, that boy LL J Cool, that boy got muscles. Just up there talking and rambling, man. They call him Mitch the Glitch. No disrespect. Old white men, they gonna hold on to power. Don't get it twisted. Old white men gonna figure out how to stay in power. Just old, still telling people what to do. Gosh. LLJ Cool. What? Damn. Well, how old is the president? 80? 80 something? Yeah, man, we living in a strange time. And while booty holes are being described, it's terrible, man. Booty holes are being described on wax. The finance minister warns BRICS. He says de-dollarization leads to disaster. The BRICS alliance is advancing de-dollarization. All right? Efforts by using local currencies for international trade settlements. Developing countries are looking to distance themselves from the dollar and promote their native currencies instead. Challenging the U.S. dollar global reserve status comes with risks as the greenback controls the majority of the global transactions. Undoing the dollar could also bring developing countries to their knees, as the United States dollar is the strongest currency in the markets. Evaluating the risk of de-dollarization, Zimbabwe's former finance minister, Tendai Biti, warned the BRICS that undoing the dollar leads to economic disaster. The comment came at a time when Zimbabwe's president, Emerson, I ain't gonna be able to say this last name, Mnangagwa, requested to join the BRICS-funded New Development Bank. Listen, BT warned President Mnangagwa that if Zimbabwe blindly followed BRICS in de-dollarization, the country could plunge into financial turmoil. He stressed that de-dollarization will lead to a disaster that could take years to undo the damage to the country. The regime is intent on de-dollarization. This move will be an absolute disaster and will cost workers and pensioners. Listen, y'all saw what happened? Y'all saw what happened, right? Gaddafi got smoked by another brother who was the sitting president at the time, President Obama, got smoked for a similar move. The dollar is the bedrock of global economy. Of course, Gaddafi tried to set up his own movement where he aligned all of the countries in Africa to use the gold dinar. Gold by default is already worth more than paper dollar or cotton dollar or whatever fabric they use to make the dollar. What they do? They got him up out of there. Okay? It wasn't just Obama, it was Hillary Clinton too. The lady with the hot sauce in the bag. He got to go. Now you got multiple countries that are getting involved. It's a little harder to just kill everybody there. You know why? Because some of those countries have nuclear weapons. So what you're going to see is a rise in espionage, in the covert war, intellectual war, internet war, might even be a damn water war. You don't know. This is why I be saying, listen, you can't really argue with nobody if you're not the creator of nothing. You're just a participant. This is why you should mind your business. As long as there's a dollar to have, get that dollar, put some of it away, use it to build something, use it to build a home, use it to build a family, put it away, do whatever. Stay out the way. You got motherfuckers out here making it rain. You got motherfuckers out here showing off. This ain't, listen, we not living in that time right now. This ain't the time for none of that. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is a different time. You got to get low key nowadays. All this high signing. My booty hole brown. That's a record. No, I'm saying now more than ever, unity matters. Your set, your hood. Black people, man, we be at each other the toughest, and we are a participant in a deadly game where typically the target is on us. If you're at the bottom of every socioeconomic metric in this country, how is it that you got time to compete against your own people? This is what's going on in the world. You got whole countries with nuclear. Listen, humans are stupid by default. A lot of stupid humans. Please understand that. Humanity is stupid and toxic. Please understand that. So you got a group of countries that said, let's get together. Right? Let's get together, form an alliance. We don't like America. We don't like the dollar. And one or two of them might have nuclear weapons, like India has nuclear weapons, right? Or somebody else got nuclear weapons, right? Remember, humans are stupid. Remember, we saw America kill Gaddafi for doing the same thing, right? Remember, Gaddafi had it set up. They didn't have no electricity bills. They had a good life over there in Libya, according to what we were hearing. That's what we were hearing. We don't know. It was all alleged. We don't know. We wasn't living there. But the minister was over there and said, this is what it is. This is how it was. Okay. I don't know. I wasn't there. But all of this mess is going on in the world with crazy people. Some countries got nuclear weapons that are joining the BRICS organization or conglomerate or whatever, and they want to trade in their own native currencies. They want to de-dollarize their countries, get the dollars out of here. Sounds like grounds for some kind of war to me. And we got records talking about The pigmentation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, listen, do you know what I found? I think women take great pleasure in breaking up with men. I think the breakup is an empowerment movement for men because of how men have treated women. You say, how's that connected? Just listen to what I'm saying. During this time, you know what's more important? Family. Building one, maintaining one, integrating one. Family. What matters most? Your people, your inner circle. We should be the number one priority of all black people. We, us. That should be. But for many black women, for many women I see, they've taken the breakup as an empowerment step. I've got my voice back. I am free. I can say what I want to say. I can speak my truth. No disrespect. It don't work for everybody, right? You got Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor. You got Tia Mari, right? Listen, man, legacy is more important. Sometimes people get in relationships and they have these aggrandized ideas about the people that they are with as if they are flawless. No, every person you meet is a train wreck. Every person you meet has been through something. Everybody you meet been through something. I'm just here to tell you, as black folk, we are better when we are together. We are stronger when we are together. And I'm not saying you're supposed to stay together with everybody that hurt you. I'm not saying you're supposed to make it work with everybody because not everybody is good for you. I understand that. But when you get past a certain point, y'all got kids, y'all got wealth, man, y'all should have therapists. If there's no physicality, if there's no abuse in terms of psychological abuse, emotional abuse, if it's, oh, he cheated, okay, we could work through that. We could figure that part out. But a lot of people don't want to figure that part out. A lot of people want to extrapolate some kind of strength by being the one who said it first. I'm painting a picture here. The world is crazy than a mug. Hip hop is not what it was before, right? Hip hop music, the culture, something different. My homeboy, Exhibit, I was the A&R on his first album, Paparazzi. Exhibit just came out and said it himself. I'm going to pull it up. I don't want to get his words. I don't want to paraphrase his words. Exhibit on today's hip hop. That it's a mockery of itself. Exhibit has voiced his disbelief that hip hop, or Exhibit has voiced his belief that hip hop, man, I got to make this shit bigger and I'm wearing glasses. Exhibit has voiced his belief that hip hop has lost some of the respect that it once had after becoming a mockery of itself. According to TMZ, the rap vet recently spoke on a panel in Santa Monica, California, during which he shared his critiques while reflecting on its current state in light of the 50th anniversary. Hip hop is a mess. It's a mess. We're a mess as a people. You get people coming here, you say, hit the like button. They don't want to hit the like button. You get people say, look, hey, which would you prefer? A book or swipe maintenance? Well, I'm going to go with swipe maintenance first. But your relationship with your mama is in shambles. You got shadow wounds and you carrying them into, dragging them into every relationship, dragging people down. I'm guilty of it too. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. She's all right. Your dog, he got a dog in here. The dog is on security, it feel like. But yeah. Somebody said this is not hip hop. I'm just saying life is a mess right now. Have you ever seen somebody who's just so damn hell bent on the same topics every day? Just talking about the same stuff every day. Man, radio plays and promotes all of this stuff because that's where the money at, Slick Rick. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. We got a lot of like laggers. Don't lag on the likes. This era of hip hop is horrible. You think so? Does this era of hip hop match this era of the economy? The dollar's worth less now than it has been in decades. Y'all think somebody getting a bag, right? Y'all think somebody getting a bag. Say, Steph Curry just signed a $400 million deal over 5 years. You need more dollars because it's worth less. All you got to do is see how they adjust the price or adjust for inflation. You say, well, what would this be worth back in 1980? The dollar was worth more in 80. You go back even further, the dollar's worth even more. So you need more dollars to cover, do you see the inflation? When you have too many dollars in the economy, inflation rises. When you have fewer dollars circulating in the economy, inflation lowers. You understand? Oh, he just signed the first $289 million. We're talking about Jalen Hurts, right? Great job, Jalen Hurts and his team of sisters that have helped him, move to the next level. Thanks for the support on the super chat. Go support. I got all 3 of his books, life-changing stuff. Been giving out gems for 10 plus years. Hey, man, I appreciate that, Mr. Gilliam. Thank you. But we got a lot of people in here. It's 400 people in here right now. If everybody gave $5, bam, we make an impact. But you get people who come in here that, maybe just trying to get through their day at work. But that's fine. What's mackin'? Big brother Zoe, what's mackin'? What's up? What's up? Anthony Hopkins, look like he just bought. He is risen. Anthony Hopkins just got himself some risen. Good job, brother Anthony. We only have 30 bottles. All right. But again, I encourage people to broaden their perspective, enlighten themselves, study, do some research, pull away from social media, pull away from all of the negativity that's circulating on social media, that's circulating in the media. Cultivate building relationships with your family, with your community. That's what I encourage. You understand? But I'm here to tell y'all, if y'all think this is the end, remember, years ago, we told y'all they was going to come out with the damn aliens. For years ago, we was like, yo, they're going to drop that alien bomb. It's coming. Well, it's slowly but surely creeping out there. And guess what it's going to be wrapped in? Real and fake, true and false. Because they know you can't differentiate. You too busy trying to warm up your cup of noodles. They know that. Your little Jimmy Dean, pigs in the blanket. Let me eat a couple of these. I got to run down to, I got to get Christmas lights because that's the next season that's on its way. They got you programmed. They understand it's going to have fact and fiction mixed in. They know the human brain can't differentiate between the truth and falsehood. They know that. So they mix it in. They're telling the truth and lying at the same time. Watch. Y'all going to see? This is what the world is doing. And I'm telling you, your strength comes from uniting and working together and supporting each other and backing each other. Not backing, listen, sometimes we get caught up in backing a person who's backing something that is detrimental to us. You make up your mind on what you think that is. Be like, how come you ain't backing this brother? Well, because he's asking us to back something that's actually detrimental to us. So, and yes, although that is a brother, that's a brother, but how do I back him if he's backing something that's detrimental to us? Y'all answer the rest of that yourself. We need to back brothers and sisters that are sincere about uplifting our communities globally. Africa is starting to get it. Africa is starting to say, hey, you know what? Guess what? France, get the fuck out. Get your goofy asses out of here. France is starting to figure that out, right? What would a global coalition of melanated black folk across the globe look like? And we call it no borders. Africans are African Americans. Caribbeans are African Americans, and vice versa. We're all of it. What happens if we weed up on the planet Earth? We weed up on planet Earth. What would happen? I just wonder. Because you know they've always been the minority. I'm speaking a little reckless today. Ain't I? just dawned on me like, yeah. So what show done turned the corner on your ass, huh? But I'm dead ass serious. I'm going to tell you what it is. You scared of we. You selfish. You toxic. You are the devil's ward. He owns you. It's about you and yours and nobody else. That's why you can tune in every week. You might hit the like button. You might purchase something. You might support a black-owned business. But for the most part, you're about you. You just trying to get through the day. Do you know how many people I find or I listen to or I hear making excuses for why we shouldn't work together? Somebody said, I agree, integrity is the key. Who's going to teach integrity? If your mother and father didn't have integrity, where are you going to get it from? You got to see it in somebody else. And then you have to desire to want to cultivate it within yourself. That's how you get it if you didn't get it at the crib. But you got to unlearn what you learned at the crib. And you know if your people were integrous or not. Most people will buy this pill because they want to perform sexually, right? But they will not buy this book because they refuse to face their fears. They refuse to face their shadow, the work they have to do to heal themselves. They think a rock hard dick will maintain the relationship over a rock solid mentality, over a rock solid sense of self. Do you see? Well, my dick is rock hard. She can't walk away from this pillar of passion. Do you understand? I got the pillar of passion, baby. I don't need a philosophy. I got the pillar of pummeling yoni wallets. Pink cookies in a plastic bag getting crushed by buildings. He is risen. It's Easter every day. All year round it's Easter. He is risen. But the reality of it is, what's your philosophy for life? Are you a follower? A thought follower? The thoughts of others? They think it through for you, so you don't have to. I'll just adopt what he said. That sounds about right. Right? Toxic people will remain toxic people until they accept the challenge, right? The challenge that life offers. What challenge is that? The opportunity to conquer oneself. You conquer yourself, guess what you become? You become the author of yourself. How many of you, man, I meet so many people on the high end of things, high level people. And they all looking for meaning. They got everything else, they looking for meaning now. What does it mean to be me, Zoe? That's what I want to know. In our society, that don't even matter. You ain't even got to be you. All you got to do is have a little piece of change. You can afford a restaurant. You can afford a nice drive somewhere. That's it. You're going to have a little sex. That's it. There's no real meaning. Why are you here? What is your purpose? What are you supposed to be doing in your community? Why do you have life? Is it to say I never missed an insurance payment? Somebody's, what is that? Duda Mouth says high level compared to who? Duda Math. Man, shut the fuck up. You don't. Be quiet. Duda Math. Compared to who? We're not in the same circles, sir. So what the fuck is you? You see, it's our people. They always want to have something to say. I'm talking about a specific circle of people. Compared to who? You're a stranger who does not know me. So how can I compare it to any fucking thing you talk? Hey, man, thank y'all, man. Thank you guys. Eric Jackson, you guys are hitting the super chat. We appreciate it. Nasheed Waters, man, thank you, man. Thank you. We appreciate it. What did he say? Sending out a bit of positivity to you via currency. What cigars do you like to smoke? Man, Padron. Arturo Fuente, Eye of the Shark. Quite a few. But it's always somebody in here as the antagonist. That's why every time somebody says something left field or tries to pull us off the route, I say, who paid you? Who do you work for? right? Oh yeah, bots be in here. They done suppressed the channel. Absolutely. A lot of people act like the discovery of self is against their religion or what? Yeah. Yeah. Pasadena in the house, love and light, and a lot of peace. Everybody continue to hit that super chat button. It's 500 people in here right now. If all 500 of y'all drop $5, we would make a powerful impact on today's show. Eric Jackson, hold up, Zoe. I love a good cigar. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chat talking super loose. Yeah. These folks too smart, Zoe, for unity. What, our folks are too smart for unity? I don't think so. So listen, I brought these stories to your attention today. Is there another story you think I should cover? Absolutely. Let's talk about it right now. I love to sprinkle in your entertainment, which is your distraction. Deion Sanders got the Kool-Aid kicked out of him this weekend. And I never seen so many disheveled black people upset. And I've been telling people ever since he got the gig, I said, man, first off, he don't have a full team. Soon as he beat TCU, they was like, oh, hell no. I said, TCU ain't the same team they was last year. They getting that 17th ranking based off of last year. Oh, they look like the same program. No, they're not the same program. Lost a lot from that team. So they struggled to beat TCU, by the way, which is a testament to how good a coach Coach Prime is. Coach Prime is a great coach. Okay? Great coach. Because he got that team up and ready. And trust me, that team is nowhere near what it's going to look like in year 1 or 2 or 3. Coach Prime is about to be the Pete Carroll of Boulder, Colorado. When Pete Carroll first came to USC, that first year with USC, they wasn't like killing. But boy, Pete Carroll got to USC and brought all of those recruits in. There was one time USC had like 6, 7, 4, 5-star backs, running backs. Like, how all of y'all gonna play? You got it. Somebody got to transfer. 4 or 5-star running backs. What? Yeah, USC was stacked for many, many years. And trust me, the recruits are coming in. Next year's team's going to look crazy. That's why I was pissed off at the Oregon coach talking about we playing for substance, they playing for clicks. You know Prime is going to remember that, and he going to make it personal, and he going to run y'all in the ground for the next 4, 5 years. Because he's about to compete with everybody for the top recruits across the country. Somebody said, I saw Pete recruiting at Crenshaw High. Listen, look up my cousin. Hey, can you pull up this video on my cousin? My cousin's name is Dietrich Riley. Dietrich Riley, before he had neck surgery, UCLA got Peyton Manning to come down and convince my cousin to get neck surgery. The same surgery that Peyton Manning had, they convinced him to get. My cousin was about to be in the NFL. They labeled him as a missile out of the backfield. He was a safety. Just look up Dietrich Riley's hit on Jaquez as a true freshman at UCLA. The only reason why my cousin went to UCLA, he was initially supposed to go to USC. Now, let me tell you something. Pete Carroll was in the end zone when my cousin scored a touchdown in high school. Like, come on, son. Come on to USC. The only reason why my cousin did not ultimately go to USC is because Pete Carroll went on off to damn Seattle, to the Seattle Seahawks. And so my cousin Dietrich Riley decided, D-I-E, it's a very German spelling. T-H-R-I-C-H, something like that. Dietrich Riley hit on Jaquez. That's all. Man, Dietrich was a missile. But what they found out, I was at the game where he got hurt. What they found out was he had a pre-existing issue with something in his vertebrae or whatever. And it was against Cal. And he hit that guy from Cal, the running back. My cousin, man, he was a monster. He was trying to knock helmets off. He was trying to take people out from that safety position. And he was a monster. Pete Carroll was in the damn end zone. But I'm not looking for the end zone. I'm looking for him at UCLA when he knocks Jaquez Green's helmet off. That's what I'm looking for. That's him at St. Francis. He scores a touchdown at St. Francis, and Pete Carroll is in the damn end zone waiting on him. Pete Carroll's recruiting was crazy. Deion is about to be the same thing in Boulder, Colorado. You guys got to give Deion time. Doesn't have a full team. And when you take over a school like this, you got to evaluate the talent. They already came back and understood that D-line and that offensive line isn't what they really wanted to be. And you saw that during the game. Shedeur is running around, scampering and scattering all crazy because he didn't have no protection. This ain't the team yet. So give him some time. But you saw Oregon's fans are disrespectful too. Did y'all see that sign where the Oregon fan is holding the sign up? And he said, my coach got 10 toes. Y'all saw that, right? You start to see the ugliness in American sports when we start talking about the distraction. Do I need to send this to you, brother? Talking about my coach got 10 toes. At least my coach got 10 toes or some shit. Disrespectful. Doesn't matter to me. Oh, this is my cousin right here. As a freshman, true freshman, 18 years old. Come here, Jaquez, come here.
Oh my! The helmet goes flying as Dietrich Riley, the true freshman, rings the bell at Quiz Rogers.
He would have went to USC. Wow, come here. 18. Boop bop. Who ordered the boop bops? But he had that injury, had that neck injury, and that was the end of it. And he came back, played a little bit, but then UCLA medically retired him after the surgery because they was basically saying what if you die on the field the next time? So, that was a sad time because the whole family was rooting for that guy, and we still are. But he was a problem. He was a problem, man. He was a problem. Pete Carroll had a chokehold on Southern California. When we talk about recruiting, you got Texas, you got California, you got Florida, and then you got the Midwest, right? Those are the hotbeds of football talent. Pete Carroll had it on lock nationally. He had people coming in from all over the nation. Do you understand? This is about to be Deion Sanders. So, like he said, I saw something where Deion said, now's the time to get me. Y'all better win now. Y'all better beat up on me now. Now's the time to get him. Because I'm going to tell you, a year or two from now, y'all going to be like, Jesus Christ. He does have the potential Y'all may not believe it, but watch. He does have the potential to be on some Nick Saban. So just pay attention. Reggie Bush. Y'all remember Reggie Bush? He's straight out of San Diego. Look at the backside of San Diego. Reggie Bush and Marshall Faulk. Like, boy. Like, California got, y'all don't understand, there's 40 million people in California. What the fuck? Lindell White. And Lindell, Thunder and Lightning. And listen, USC was on fire at a time. And I'm telling you, Colorado is next. And that is your distraction report. Right? And let me tell you, you need a good distraction in a world of corruption. Did you hear that? You need a good distraction in a world filled with corruption. Terrell Davis, Marcus Allen, that's San Diego. Come on, man. Terrell Davis, Rashawn Salam. Come on, listen. California backs. Don't listen. I don't know what, man. Come on, man. Apparently, goof-ass Jerry Jones already wants to hire Deion. No! Deion, stay, man. Stay where you at. Khalid Bey, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Listen, I'm promoting the He Is Risen heavy. This is the final bag. We got 30 bottles remaining. I go to the post office on Wednesday. I gave a whole tutorial at the beginning of this show how to take this. All right? Get yours now. Let me see what they looking. Let me see. We got 3 orders of He Is Risen. Okay, 3. And no orders for the books. Got it. I done told y'all, are you loyal to Zoe Williams or what? Do you guys care if I live? I said I get all of the proceeds from my books. Can y'all support my books? We got 27 bottles left. We got 3 orders. We got no orders for my books, for my product. Go to MrZoWhat.com and support my books. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 1 pill a day keeps the embarrassment away. Damn. Order the books, people. That's what I be saying. Like, get the books. I get that money. That's my money. But, it is what it is. Nobody cares. All right. What else we got? Hey, I'm with Deion 100%. I'm rooting for Deion. And I do know that Deion cares about those kids. I do know that Deion is concerned about their well-being. So maybe you want to give your money to the Charlotte pastor. Let's do that. There's a pastor out of Charlotte that got in trouble for something. What did he get in trouble for? Huh? Cheating or something, cheating on wife. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. So what? Right? Woman put North Carolina pastor on blast for cheating on his wife with young girls. Okay. Let me tell you something, man. Not every church, not every pastor is corrupt. Please understand that. And if you understand the history of the black church, please understand that the history of the black church is very simple, man. When we didn't have it, the church did. When my mother struggled to bring food home, she could always go to the church. They'll pay a bill. They'll pay rent. She'll come home with boxes of food from the church. I hear a lot of people talk real negative and nasty about the church. But when you talk about what the church has meant to the black community, you really shouldn't be able to put your mouth on the church negatively. Yes, there are some things about the church that need to be fixed. Yes, there are some things about the church that can be recontextualized. Sure. Sure, you don't have to believe in a white Jesus. I get it. There's a lot of little sticking points that you may not like. But when you get down to the basis of the black church has always, listen to what I'm about to say. The black church has always been community. Tell me I'm lying. When your grandmama couldn't pay her fucking mortgage, did the black church step in? Many times they did. When she couldn't pay her electric bill, did the black church step in? Many times they did. When she didn't have no food, many times they did. What about the sick and the shut in? And they go pick people up and bring them to church and then take them back home. Like, we tend to look at just the negative, but I will say there is a lot of negative to look at. Said the woman is putting him on blast. Time and time again, these preachers have been caught engaging in extramarital affairs instead of going to Pound Town on their own wives. He is risen. Instead of going to Pound Town on their own wives. Because these self-proclaimed pastors fail to crucify their flesh daily, their sins are being exposed. What is this, Opus Dei? That's a weird branch of Catholicism. Opus Dei, right? Dei is God, and these are the people who whoop their own ass, who flog themselves. Crucify your flesh every day. You gotta go Pound Town. That's the way to my love. Oh man, Pound Town is genius. All these sexy red references followed by He is risen. I know it's from Paul in the Bible, but I'm just saying Opus Dei believes in crucifying the flesh. This is one of the principles of Opus Dei. Look up Opus Dei. They whoop their own ass. Had to show love for this broadcast. Davies Worldly Ways. Thank you, man. Got 500 people in here. If 500 people dropped $1, we would have made $500 today. Oh, shit. All right. I think that's all I have for today. Do I have any more? 8 grandchildren. Blessed to that. Hey, find a good church, man. If you can't find something else, find a good church, man. For the fellowship, for the friendship, from the spiritual camaraderie. Oh, I will say this. Tonight, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live on KBLA Talk 1580. The Voice of Reason returns to Tavis Smiley's KBLA. Everybody should download the KBLA app. We got a whole platform set up over there. We got the podcast set up on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, all of that stuff. Please get over there and support your brother Zoe Williams, man. I'm doing my thing, and I appreciate everybody for tapping in today. 500 people in here, man. We need the support. We need y'all to stop being so lackluster and get busy. There goes somebody, Dev Woos. Keep telling them about the the coming financial changes. Folks are just not ready. I've been trying to say it. Different eras, though. In my lifetime, I ain't never been able to go to church and get... It's my son. Hold on, y'all. You just refuse to remember my schedule, huh? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you kind of live on the air right now. because you're just gonna call. You're just gonna call.
I didn't mean to do that, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of like I need my dad, so I'll just call him
Actually,
whenever.
yeah, I didn't mean to do that, actually. I'm really, really sorry.
Yeah, it's fine, but it's it's kind of like, hey, how should
It was actually a good thing, though. You're actually one of my speed dial. That's what happens. So,
yeah.
not a lot of people are there. There's very few people there.
Oh yeah, I should be feeling really good about it, right? Just
I appreciate you, Dad. I'm sorry. Hello, everyone.
hey,
Listen to Just Decide.
I need.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just Josiah.
Cool stuff.
It's my youngest son, and he's gonna start promoting his raps. Okay, fine. Yeah.
I'm done.
You sure? You don't want to tell anybody where to go to find your music?
I'm everywhere. Just look me up. I promise. I'll pop up.
How do they spell your name?
Jus is just, and Jasai is Josiah. Just Josiah.
Just made up a whole new name for yourself?
That was just, it came to me, actually. I don't think I made that up. I just kind of came to me. It's different, Dad. It's really different.
Just wanted to call, huh?
I had something to tell you, but it's okay. I'll let you do your thing. I'm out. I love you. Peace.
All right, kiddo. Just Josiah. That's his music, man. Y'all go check him out. Yes, the Young Panther. For the Zoe Sun call. Bless up, young man. Thank you, Yogi Fish, man. We appreciate it, bro. That's my youngster, man. So my oldest son, new professional basketball player now. Been a professional ball player. Now he's in Cyprus. He's in Europe. And we'll see what that looks like. I'll be posting stuff so you guys can check out. Sounds like a cool young brother. So he is a very cool young brother. Be nice. That's what we call him, the Young Panther. His brother is the Young Lion. He's the Young Panther. And they said, I love seeing that. Hey, man. Richard Harper, what up? Yeah, New is out there killing it, though. We're going to see what this new team looks like. I'll be posting things on my Instagram. And don't forget, follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is at HRH Mr. Zoe What. And for the record, not one book sold today. But I love y'all, too. And I hope y'all have a great day. And I'm out. Deuces.